On June 9, 2026, Carmelo Anthony was found guilty in the killing of Austin Metcalf and was later sentenced to 35 years in prison. The following day, June 10th, a TikTok creator known as It's Daniel to You uploaded a video defending him, and some of the points made in that video quickly caught people's attention.
I think it's time we reconsider what making it and safety is. And I say that because when I was growing up, the understanding was you get your kids out the hood, you go to the suburbs, you raise your family, white is right, white is better. I don't know how many people are ready to admit that. Do we love being black? The fact that we was black, yes.
Now, in this video, she's speaking from her own personal experience of leaving a predominantly black community and moving into the suburbs. According to her, that transition wasn't nearly as positive as many people assume it would be. She compares her experience to Carmelo Anthony's family relocating to an affluent neighborhood in Plano, Texas, just outside of Dallas. Her argument is that living in the suburbs exposed her to a more hostile and racial...
Calling out black culture, the mantra was black culture is trash. And the context behind it was it's the things that we celebrate the most and we pedestalize and we promote to each other.
Same person who said the culture is mixed with crime.
No, I said that the culture is trash.
You said it's trash because of what we love the most, right? And you talking
That's
about we love
correct,
crime
because
the
the
most.
thing that we
But
celebrate.
you don't align
celebrate the
school
most.
shooters with white people culture.
Right.
So when y'all sitting over here advocating for it and saying, yeah, why don't you go over there and get a girl over there that like this? They parents don't want you just because you the same color as them. They don't even like you. And they don't like you valid. They got a valid reason for not liking you because your culture is different than their culture and it has nothing to do with the color of your skin.
In this particular clip, Anton Daniels explains why, in his opinion, other groups, especially Africans, often choose not to associate with Black Americans because of the issues he believes exist within the community. So, according to that viewpoint, the culture itself is the problem, and the Black community has to take responsibility for changing what he describes as a dysfunctional culture. Anton Daniels points to examples in places like Chicago, within certain music genres, and across social media platforms like Instagram. His overall message is that people have to accept personal responsibility and be accountable for their own actions. This is an important point because content creators usually build their platforms around a central message. In the case of creators who are especially critical of the Black community, whether you simply consider them highly critical or something more, their argument generally centers on finding solutions to what they see as cultural problems. Now, let's shift back to the TikTok creator known as It's Danielle to You. Fast forward a bit, Danielle is raising 2 children, and she's focused on protecting her own son and giving him the best possible future. She believes she has a plan to help keep him from ending up in a situation similar to Carmelo Anthony's. In her view, if Carmelo Anthony's family had remained in a predominantly Black community, he may never have crossed paths with Austin Metcalf. Based on that belief, she argues that her solution for protecting Black families is actually fairly straightforward.
costs more to live in the suburbs, and all our money is going to these schools and these institutions, what would it look like? A great exodus for us to go back to these neighborhoods, go back into where we came from, and all the resources that we have and all the knowledge that we have. What would it look like if we went back?
According to her, the answer is greater separation. She believes it would allow Black communities to have more control over their own resources. Her argument is that property is more affordable in those neighborhoods. People could do a better job of supporting one another. And instead of investing in other communities, those investments should stay within their own. In her view, that's the solution to addressing the so-called trash culture that Anton Daniels often criticizes. Here's where
Ancestors fought against segregation. They didn't want separate bathrooms. They didn't want whites-only pies. They didn't want separate schools. They literally fought to integrate themselves into places that other people that now, y'all sitting there talking about, oh no, we don't want to be integrated no more. We want to be out of this. We want out.
Now, this part really stood out to me because I thought it was a huge stretch. One thing Anton Daniels often does is frame an argument around a narrative that, in my opinion, isn't really there. His response was essentially, well, when white people wanted to move to the Ozarks in Arkansas, everyone called that racist. But let's think about that for a second. Most Black Americans have never even heard of Eric Orwell or the Return to the Land movement. And beyond that, most people simply don't care about white families choosing to relocate to a remote part of the Ozarks in Arkansas. Realistically, there isn't a major economic draw there. Job opportunities are limited, there aren't many resources, and it's not a place that most Black people are actively trying to move to anyway. If that's you, put a 1 in the comments if you have no interest in living in the Ozarks of Arkansas. While you're at it, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Damn.
Does that also mean that you stand up your own infrastructure and you don't take jobs from anybody that don't look like you? Does that mean that you don't source your products from anybody that makes products that don't look like you? I'm just wondering what that looks like.
So then Anton asks, for those of you who want separation, what would that actually look like? Would you still want white people to provide jobs? To me, that's a pretty dismissive argument. On one hand, you're saying Black culture is broken. On the other hand, here's someone attempting to offer what she believes is a solution by encouraging accountability within Black communities. Her position is that if communities become more self-sufficient, then they also become responsible for addressing the problems that exist within them instead of depending on integration with white communities. He then follows up by asking whether people would still take jobs from those same communities. But that's an interesting question, because there are plenty of groups that maintain strong community networks while still participating in the broader economy. Somali communities often support businesses within their own neighborhoods. Many Jewish communities do the same. You'll also find similar patterns in some Asian and Hispanic communities. At the same time, people from those communities work throughout the public sector, private companies, family-owned businesses, and just about every other part of the workforce. But if issues within those communities affect white communities, then Black people are blamed for that as well. Yet when someone suggests creating more independent communities as a way to reduce those conflicts, that idea is criticized too. So which position is it supposed to be? To me, that's a reminder that some content creators build their platforms around a particular message because that's what consistently attracts views. I can at least appreciate that this young woman is attempting to present what she believes is a solution. Whether people agree with her proposal of greater separation or not is a completely different discussion. She isn't presenting it as an expression of racial hostility. She's presenting it as a form of protection and community development, which is similar to how some supporters of other community-focused movements describe their own goals. Ultimately, what she's advocating for is strengthening the Black community from within, supporting Black-owned businesses, creating stronger local economies, and helping Black families become as independent and self-sustaining as possible.